Some cases we hear about, most we don't. A proposed law aims to lift the veil of secrecy when a school worker is accused of crossing the line with children to keep them from moving from district to district.
On special assignment, News 13's Lizay Mitri reveals how lawmakers want to strengthen the law and stop schools from passing the trash.
Former teacher Gary Greger is serving a prison sentence of more than 100 years for raping and molesting girls in elementary school. 10 years after the abuse, Nayeli Hernandez faced him in court.
He actually made eye contact with me, and I just felt so much more empowered when he did that because I didn't have that scared look in my eyes that I did when I was younger.
What students learned in his class is monsters are real, a Santa Fe District Court judge told Greger at his sentencing. The most recent in a string of civil suits against the 64-year-old accuses him of abusing at least 12 elementary school girls in New Mexico.
They tried to reach out and ask for help, and there were systemic failures here in New Mexico.
Sexual misconduct allegations against Greger dated back to 1994, before he even came to New Mexico. But the state gave him a license in 2001, and he taught here for about a decade. Lawsuits claim despite teachers, parents, and students raising red flags about his disturbing behavior, Greger continued to teach. First 6th grade special education at Ortiz Middle School in Santa Fe, 4th grade at Agua Fria Elementary in Santa Fe, then at Mountain View Elementary in the Espanola School District, and 2nd grade at Fairview Elementary School in Espanola.
These educators that abuse are often helped by school officials who let them quietly slip away when allegations arise. This practice of passing the trash finally has our undivided attention, and it must be addressed.
Democratic Representative Debbie Serignana is one of 5 legislators sponsoring a bill to change the law to add more safeguards to protect New Mexico students against abuse.
To see the scope of the problem they're trying to address, we reached out to the New Mexico Public Schools Insurance Authority. It provides liability insurance for all New Mexico schools except the Albuquerque Public School District and charter schools.
One of the big cost drivers that we have within our liability expenditures is, of course, sexual misconduct and sexual molestation, things of that sort, which is pretty unfortunate.
This shows costs increasing in recent years, not from when the settlements were paid out, but from when the misconduct is alleged to have happened. Over the past decade, payouts totaled anywhere from $1.5 to $2.5 million before spiking to $8.4 million in the 2018-2019 fiscal year. And those numbers don't even include the $22.3 million in settlements following lawsuit after lawsuit against Greger, because those cases go back even further.
The hope is that over time that these claims are mitigated and we start to see less claims.
Right now, they average about 9 claims a year.
Just 9 claims. When I heard 9 claims, that's tough to stomach.
Serignana has been a teacher herself for 20 years.
It happened at one of my schools. Somebody was there and then they were gone and nobody knew anything about it. And we just have to stop this.
House Bill 128 would make it so if someone does get fired for inappropriate behavior, it's not kept secret. School districts will be allowed to publicly disclose the reasons. And even before they get the job, the hiring process will involve looking into past misconduct allegations, instead of just an FBI background check, which may only reveal criminal convictions. It's an attempt to close any loopholes that allowed someone like Greger to move from school to school in New Mexico for so long, despite complaint after complaint about his behavior with girls in his class. Nearly 2 decades after the alleged abuse, some of his former students are still fighting for justice in court. On special assignment, Lizay Mitri, KRQE News 13.
That bill proposes a host of other changes, too, like requiring training for volunteers and contractors working in schools so they can identify and report suspected abuse or neglect. And it seems to have bipartisan support, unanimously passing its first 2 committees. To follow it along the process or read the full bill, go to alwaysonkrqe.com.